Life's always a party. Let's go.
Oh, there's the crack. That's what we like to hear, baby. Let's go. Life's a party. Happy Tuesday, Wednesday, whatever day you're listening to. We appreciate you guys, and we are joining the party. Get the slurp out of here, my man.
How long do you think it would take me to chug a whole beer slurp style?
A long time, man. A long time.
What was that Disney fact you said before the show? It was something about like if you stay in every single Disney room.
Oh, I said we were looking up Disney facts and different things before the start of the show, and it was basically if you try to stay in every Disney hotel or Disney World hotel room for at least one night, it would take you like 68 years to complete the challenge.
I feel like that's not even long. Like, someone should just devote their life to doing that.
I feel like that is a very long time.
Is there an actual statistic of how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop?
The world may never know. I don't think there is a statistical number. Someone's tried it. That's for sure. Someone has tried to do the experiment, but I feel like it's different, depending on how long your lick is or how big the lollipop.
Okay, this is already going longer than what it should be.
I don't know.
So how many slurps till I finish my Bud Light?
Probably like 50. We're not going to do this here because it will drive me insane.
But we have a mission that we want to tell our listeners, Paul. We love our listeners. Hopefully
Yes.
they're drinking with us.
Absolutely.
Hopefully Bud Light, not Miller Light. But we have a little mission for them that I am scared about. I am very scared.
So we are close to 800 subscribers on YouTube. If you're not already subscribed over on YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe to us. We're right at 800. So hopefully you can get us over that hump. And what we want to do is Ryan thought of a challenge idea that, he's like, how many likes can we get on this YouTube video, right? So this YouTube video of this show, how many likes can we get on there? And we said 50?
No, I said 25. And I was like, man, I don't have like a giveaway. Like I don't have like a beer funnel or something. Like I don't have a Tesla. We don't have Teslas that we can give away.
We're not David Dobrik.
So I'm like 25 likes. And Paul's like, why don't we just do whatever the top comment is with like how many likes the top comment gets?
Yeah.
So someone says poop and it gets 100,000 likes, we'll poop on the show.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So the idea is that
But I was like, no, we can't do 25 because Paul's idea was to do that. I was like, we got to do at least 50 likes.
Yeah, so we'll do 50 likes. If this video gets 50 likes on YouTube, we will do whatever the top comment says in, reasonable, like if it's reasonable.
Yeah, I'm not saying anything else because I don't want to give any. I don't want to be like I don't want to do blank because that would be the number one.
That would be the top.
That would be the top thing. And
so then, if you have ideas that you want us to do as well, go comment. And if you're the top comment with the most likes, and the video gets over 50 likes, we will do whatever that top comment
Sounds
says.
good. Let's get our numbers up. No more rookie numbers.
No more rookie numbers, baby.
We got to put up the major league numbers. Also, Paul's having a big party coming up, so
yeah.
You're like, I'm just telling everybody.
You're just going to promote our show?
The address is, I'll put it on Craigslist. Is Craigslist a thing? Like,
Yes.
I know that's a story about how, like, Project X, the movie, right?
Yes.
And there's like, hey, I'm going to put it on Craigslist. I don't even know what Craigslist is, nor have I seen what it looks like.
Yeah, it's
was
just
an actual thing where people put addresses on Craigslist?
You could put you put, an event or whatever, and they would put the party on Craigslist, and then people would see an address, open party, and then go. And that's kind of how Project X started. So
We should get that spinning wheel that you did this weekend.
yeah, we did. I was down in like Belmar, New Jersey, down the shore.
The shot wheel, right?
And I was at a bar, and I'm trying to go, back soon. And it's a cool thing where basically they have this huge wheel, and it's a shot wheel. And you pay a certain amount of price. So the price was $5.50 a shot. And basically, you don't know what you're getting. You pay the price out front. The lady or the bartender, whatever, will spin the wheel. The wheel glows. It's a lot of fun. And then on different sections, there's like different beers or like alcohol
Is
shots.
it all alcohol?
Yeah, it's all alcohol. So it's
not like cat piss?
No. No, it's not a bad wheel.
Okay, I might partake then.
It was like Jack Daniels or Jack Daniels honey, or it was like a green tea shot.
Well, what was the shot that you wanted? Like number one, I want that. Little Paulie's there, just paid his $12.50. Come on, I want this. I want that. What was the one you wanted, and what was the one? No, I don't want that one.
There was a lot of like fruity type shots, as we said, like a green tea, or there was a Jolly Rancher, there was like an Orange Crush, and I guess there were little different concoctions and that kind of thing. So it was a fun shot wheel. We ended up getting the Jolly Rancher,
nice,
which was great, super good tasting,
what
super
flavor?
sweet.
Green?
It was like pink. So it was like a sweet, like watermelon
that.
Jolly Rancher flavor. But I was with my girlfriend and we did the shot wheel, and it was kind of like, okay, we can get anything but whiskey. She was like, I'm not doing whiskey. She's like, if we get whiskey, you're taking my shot.
That's not good.
So there was a bunch of whiskeys and stuff. And
was there picklebacks on it?
No, I don't think I saw
All right,
pickleback.
because if there were picklebacks, I'm not pressing my luck.
No. Let
no
us,
whammy, no whammy. Stop.
Let us know if you would do like a wheel like that. I thought it was a really cool idea. I posted it on my Instagram. We posted it on our Instagram. So if you're not already following our Instagram at Life's a Party Pod over on IG, it's a cool way to stay like updated with like our partying and like what we do, and we'll ask you questions and we do polls over there. So definitely check that out.
And I take it out when I'm going gardening.
Yeah.
I follow, I go Instagram live when I'm planting some new plants. That's what I do. Before we get into the show, I wanted to ask if you saw this, Paul.
What?
So Kanye came out with the album. First of all, this is the most bizarre thing I've heard.
He's a wild man.
So I was at my buddy's house, Joe's house, and he was like, yo, what do you want to listen to? Because he was on the aux. And he was like, Kanye's having this big, I guess you could call it a viewing party for his new album, Donda, which was at AT&T Stadium in Atlanta, right? Or do you know?
AT&T is...
Or is that Cowboys?
Dallas.
Yeah, so that was in Dallas. And this dude had a sold-out crowd with like a white mat across the whole field, and he just like danced in the middle to this album release, and people were going nuts.
But didn't he not release any new music? That was like the thing.
What do you mean it's a thing?
He didn't release anything new there. Like it was just him dancing to his music and stuff.
No, he had a new album.
Yeah, but he never.
It's not. You can't stream it on Apple Music right now.
He didn't drop it.
Oh,
so that was a big thing where everyone was like, "Oh, he's a genius." And
yeah,
look,
great marketing. That's great marketing.
Yeah, like he made all this money, and everyone's like, "Dude, this was a scam. Like this was a scam." I don't know much about it, but if you've seen all the photos on social media, it's this. He's in like a red jacket and he's on this white floor, and it's just him. It's like
what is
literally
up with that guy?
Yeah, literally no one's on the grass like level. Packed house, and he's just dancing. That's Kanye West for you.
I just wanted to bring up one thing is that I saw today it was like trending on Twitter, was that a fan who was in attendance that night brought a plastic bag and like sucked up the Donda Air that night and is selling the Donda Air for $3,000 on eBay.
It's a good entrepreneur right there.
It's pretty damn stupid. Like maybe I understand if you're like Yankee Stadium and they're knocking it down, you want to put some dirt in a bag and sell it.
That's different.
But the air, the fucked up thing about that is someone's gonna buy that.
Someone's
gonna buy a 3,000 Ziploc bag with air in it from Donda.
That's cool. I mean,
it's not even from Donda. Donda's the album.
Entrepreneur right there. You're smart. I think anyone will buy anything right now. So
all right. So we're already talking about partying.
Yes.
We do a lot of it.
We try to.
And what we're going to start the show off is things that you should not bring up at a party.
Okay.
So how you can be kind of like a party foul, things not to say. Because if you say these things, they could be a vibe kill. It could bring conversations into bad places. It can start fights. And we want to prevent that from happening at Life's a Party Party.
You just want to have a good party, good vibes. And these are just topics to stay away from. Don't be the vibe kill. Don't be that person who brings the mood down. Be that life of the party. So don't do these things.
So as we're in our early mid-20s, one thing that someone could say at a party that is a vibe kill is how they talk about how popular they were in high school.
See, this is a big no-no for me.
Like, close the yearbook. It's over.
I agree.
It's in the past. When do you graduate high school? 18?
Well, oh yeah, 18 years old.
Yeah, so we're like 6 years out from that. If someone comes to a party and you're still talking about the high school track days or the high school Friday night parties, close the yearbook.
Yeah. Ryan does say, he uses that phrase a lot here on the show. Close the yearbook.
Close the yearbook.
He's real, like, his lips go real wide. And
but I do enjoy, like, I enjoyed high school.
I know you did.
I'm a rare person. I think it is rare that someone who enjoyed high school more than college. Like, my experience, because my sister enjoyed college more. Brother enjoyed college more, but high school was a time where I enjoyed it more than college, which I feel like I'm an outlier. But still, you don't carry that over 6 years from now.
No, you got to watch what you're talking about, especially, but here's the thing. Like, I know people who get real pissed off where, like, you tell them, right? Close the yearbook. Stop talking about it. And they get real weird because, like, if that was their glory days kind of thing, it's like you should have a good time wherever. I'm always the guy who says, everyone's like, when did you peak, right? It's like, oh, that guy peaked in high school, right? And it's like, I feel as though you should never peak. It's like, you should live your life as though you're walking through it, and you should always be just trying to do every day better. You're trying to have more fun than the next day. Like, keep going on that high, and that you're living your life to your full potential.
I have something very good that you just remind me of.
What would you say, buddy? Why?
So one of my favorite artists is Mike Stud.
Yes, he is.
But his new name is Mike. Just dropped an album. Check it out.
He's not Stud no more?
No, he's mature. I have to hold this up. But he has a lyric where I posted my graduation picture on Instagram, and the lyric is, "You peaked in high school, I peak as I go." And I fucked with that so hard. So there we go. You peaked in high school. So someone starts talking about how great they were in high school. You just tell them, hey, you peaked in high school. I peak as I go. Like, as I go, I get better.
Okay, I like that one.
What's the next one?
Second one is don't talk about how much you hate social media. A lot of people, I think, if you talk about it like that, you sound like an old head. You sound like you sound like a noob. You sound like someone who's old, is just not with it, not dealing with it. Like, there's a lot of positives and negatives about social media. I think there's a lot more positives than negatives. That's just me personally. But don't talk about why you hate things in general. Like, don't talk about why you hate social media, because at the end of the day, everyone at the party is posting it, using it. It's just part of daily culture and life, and if you're not with it, you kind of just you look like a weirdo. Like, it's just not. It's not the vibe.
You know what I love? I love when people will go out and make a giant post on Facebook or their Instagram story and go, "Hey, I'm taking a break from social media. It's time to put it away. It's a negative in my." It's like, why are you talking about it then? If you're gonna take a break, take a break. You don't have to. That's how, like, it's so much in your head. It's like, you don't have to announce you're taking a break. Becky, I'm sorry, I don't give a fuck that you're taking a break from social media. But it's like, if you know what I'm saying? It's like it's almost like contradicting what you're contradicting.
Yeah,
kids show contradicting. It's like contradicting. Contradicting. That's
there you go. He got
drink
there.
Every time you hear contradicting on the show.
He got there eventually.
So you're contradicting yourself by saying, I'm done social media, I need to take a break. But wait, before I do that, let me put a giant paragraph out so people feel sympathy for me and know that I'm going to be gone from social media. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. Next one. This is the worst one. Don't talk about politics.
Yeah, we've talked about this on the show before. Politics are always a mood kill, especially when you're just vibing, drinking, having a good time. Like, why bring it up? Because at the end of the day, when people are drunk, they're not thinking straight. You're not going to change anyone's opinion about anything that they care about when they're sober. So why try when they're drunk? And it's just not important. You know, enjoy the party. Go have some fun.
I was vibing this summer, right? Is that when the elections were? No,
last year.
Last year. So I was vibing, having a good time at a party, and literally someone came up to me with another person and said, "Who did you vote for?" I was like, first of all, hello. How are you?
Nice to see you.
Are you drinking? I'll take a shot. What do you mean? You didn't even say hi to me. The guy just came up and said, "Who did you vote for?" It's like, I'm not, like, I don't want to discuss that right now.
Yeah,
Nor do I don't want to discuss that somewhere else.
Yeah, that's mad annoying if someone's trying to decide whether they like you or not, or like how good of a vibe you're supposed to be based on your political view and like who you voted for in the most current election.
So politics talks are bad, but it's even worse if you just ask someone who they vote for. Right?
Yeah, why do that?
It's asshole.
I don't want to talk about it. Why are you here?
Next one.
Don't talk about your family or relationship issues while you're at the party. Nobody really cares.
Wait,
nobody really cares.
No one gives a shit, Becky. Becky, we don't fucking care.
Here's the thing. Everyone has their family.
Becky's turning off the episode. She might have liked the episode, and now she's unliking.
She's not here. You have family, you have friends that you can talk about your personal things with. I'm telling you, you can talk about personal things whenever. But at the end of the day, I don't think a party is the best situation for you to do that. It doesn't put you in the right mindset. You know, it kind of brings the mood of the party down. And it's just like a bad vibe all around. So if you're trying to enjoy yourself, don't bring yourself down. Like, there's no need for it. You can talk about your issues later with your friends who will help you out and get you through those hard times, but just not at the party.
I'm not your therapist.
No, agreed.
I'm there to have a good time. I'm not there to play Dr. Phil role play here. The worst is when they they tell you these relationships or family issues in like the middle and the environment of the whole party. Like, you're playing flip cup mid game, and they'll be like, "Yeah, my mom just fucking threw my couch out the window and kicked me out today."
Here's the thing.
Can I finish this round real quick, Becky? Becky, you're killing me today.
Dude,
then they'll be like, Becky will go cry out back, and then I gotta go like comfort her and be Dr. Phil. It's like, no one wants that.
See, I think this stuff kind of works though. Whereas we said in a couple episodes ago, where when you're drinking and having a bonfire, you can talk about those issues, right? Like, that's where you get sentimental. That's where you talk about things and you just kind of hash old memories, maybe. And I feel like that's one of the only times where this can happen. Or I've seen people too, which definitely brings the party down. People talk about their family or relationship issues kind of away from the main party. So if you don't see Tom for half an hour, you don't see Edward for like 40, Edward, you know, what the hell are you doing, Edward, for 45 minutes? You're like, dude, where's he at? And he's in the garage.
Where's Edward?
Yeah.
Where the hell is Edward?
Edward's talking to what's her name? Becky.
Bella. From Twilight.
There's all these people. Oh yeah, Edward and Bella are talking.
This is the Twilight theme party. If you're not getting that,
they're talking in the garage, like away from everyone, getting real like deep, and it's just like, come on, man, like we miss you, like come back to the party. So Talk about it in your own time.
You can't be playing pong and be like, yeah, my Uncle Ron got a DUI today. He's like, what? Shoot the ball. Shoot the ball, Becky.
Come on, Becky.
Shoot the goddamn ball. All right, next one. Old gossip. I know this is big for you. And it's big for me, too. I'm just going to say something, but I am a victim of it. I feel like, especially when I'm...
Yeah, you are.
I like to bring up, like, old stories. Because I feel like, I don't know. I'm just like, I like antagonize the old stories. So, like, when our boys, Boston with the boys, and we're chilling and drinking for, like, a boys' night, and we're best friends for, like, I don't know how, like, 10 years we're best friends. I'll bring up, like, a silly fight that happened on New Year's Eve. Like, yo, Sean and Tom, remember when you guys almost fought each other? Like I am an antagonist. But at the same time, if that gets brought up to me where it's, like, old gossip that doesn't matter anymore, like, oh, Billy stole my Game Boy in 1995, and then you bring it up in 2005. I'm like, come on, dude, you got to bring up the Game Boy.
Well, so that's just being hypocritical.
Becky took the Game Boy.
So, no, I mean, I agree with that statement. Like,
that's a drink. Hypocritical.
Did you say it?
What was the one I said we had to drink one day?
I think that's what you said.
Yeah, drink. So we had to drink.
But here's the thing. Like, I hate when people bring up old stuff. It's just not necessary. Like, the thing
I'm an asshole. I know.
No, well, here's the thing. Like, if people are trying to start fights, like, or just bored, or, you know, they're at a party and they're like, this is boring, or they're like, you know, we should stir up some drama. Like, that's the people you want to stay away from. Like, don't worry about those people. But here's the thing.
No, mine's not like drama intended. Mine's like for a joke.
Yeah.
And I understand that both of you no longer get mad about it to each other. So I feel like that joke's free now.
No, but it's free to you. Like, you think it's funny. So that's the thing. Like, you think it's funny, but you're going to bring up harsh memories for both of those people, and it's just not going to end well. So, like, why bring it up in the first place?
Becky, shoot the ball, dude. I mean,
but you just bring it up for a joke. But here's the thing, though, with the old gossip, I think you do it because there's nothing really that, like, is too harsh towards you. Where, like, if somebody can't,
like, I'm so far out of the picture.
Yeah, like, there's nothing that I would, like, bring, like, I could, like, say hey to you and, like, upset you during a party. There's, like, very limited amount of things. So it doesn't happen to you, so you're just like, okay, like, I'll just throw it to other people.
Are we personally talking? Like, I feel like
is this no. I'm just saying.
Personally attacking me? I'm trying to figure out if you're talking like in general or to me.
No, like in general, like that's why people do it. Like, or you know, that's like same idea as a bully though. It's like they have no other issue, so they're just picking on other people. It's like, dude, if this happened 10 years ago, I just said close the yearbook, right? Close those bad memories and move on. Like, why are you bringing up old drama? Don't do it. Next one. Habits are it's mine.
It's Becky's.
Oh yeah, Becky. Last one we have here to don't talk or bring up at a party are habits that blatantly announce that you have a problem.
This is a good one. This is like if Becky's playing pong with me.
Okay.
And then like she's like, man, I woke up this morning 7:30. My boyfriend just broke up with me, so I just shotgun 2 straight Four Locos to start my day. It's like, do you do that every day? Oh yeah. She's like, I do that every day. I just shotgun 2 Four Locos to start my day, 7:30 in the morning. It's like she's telling me that, but then I'm like, you have a problem. Like that's like, Becky, you have an issue, but like I can't say that.
No, but I feel like in college, I mean, that was always a thing. It's like, okay, did you fail a test, or did you do bad on an exam, or did you like show up late or not go to class, or are you on the verge of failing? It's like, you might as well just go drink, right? Like, I don't know what else to do. It's like, okay, oh, dude, I had a really tough week, or like, I worked a lot at work today. Let's go get hammered tonight. Let's go out to Philly. Let's go out to New York. Let's go get smacked up because I just want to forget about everything. And I agree. I mean, that's part of the lifestyle, and we like partying. And at the end of the day, like, if you can have a good time and forget your old memories, I'm 100% with you.
What about the people who are like, man, I went to the bar last night, had 8 beers, drove home. It's like, you have a problem if you're doing that.
That's
He's like, yeah, I had 8 beers, 2 shots, drove home. I was like, what, dude? Are you insane? You have a problem.
Yeah.
You got to go to a counselor.
That's when
Dr. Phil.
Dr. Phil.
I'm not the therapist, as we went over, Becky.
That's when people are
get your life together, Becky.
Here's the thing, though. Announcing that you have the problem might be just a call for help, right?
Yeah, but
don't you think though? Now that you're thinking about it, it's like,
okay,
like it's like, oh man, I just failing at 2 classes. Who's trying to do a keg stand right now? It's
Me, I
like,
will.
okay, like I'm cool. Like I'll hit you with the keg stand, and then like maybe a day later,
Let's
be
talk over
be like,
here.
hey man, like everything okay? Like, you're like, what's going on? Are you okay? Like, what's
funny.
up?
That's funny how you said that. You're like, I'd hit the keg stand with you, but then like a day later, I pull you aside and get to know what the problem is.
So just if you're drinking with friends and this happens,
Hit the keg stand first, and then care about their problem.
yeah, because honestly, if you're trying to help them in the moment and that's what they want to do, you can help them in the moment and then help them later on in life.
Yeah. Next one. This is a lot of people love this. Oh wait, this is yours. I'm stealing your shine. You're introducing this one.
Oh, come on, man.
Sorry, I was getting a little fired up about Becky.
Becky,
She got a fucked up life, dude.
she does. Hopefully you're sticking with us, Becky. Hopefully you're here. This is the second block that we're doing, and we love conspiracy theories here on the show. People love them. People love them on TikTok. And it's just a lot of fun to talk about conspiracy theories and just think about them. So one big one.
I'm going first.
No, we're just gonna start out with. But basically, we're doing like a Michael Jordan one.
Oh yeah.
Right. We got something about Disney World, which is always pretty cool, and a Britney Spears one, which Britney's coming back into the spotlight as of recently.
It's Britney, bitch. That's what it is.
It's Britney, bitch. Well, hit me, baby, one more time.
We actually have two Britney conspiracies, so stick around. Hang around.
Where are we going? All right, let's start.
Well, Becky's long gone. All right, but the first conspiracy is that Michael Jordan's first retirement from the NBA was a secret suspension of gambling. So if you watch The Last Dance, you know anything about Michael Jordan's career, he loved to gamble. What's the one clip that you like, Paul, with the security guard? He's throwing the quarter on the wall, and he's betting. I forget how much he bet. And they tried to bet how close they could get the quarter to the wall.
Yes,
Whoever was closest won. And so that was a bet. He likes to play cards. He's a big bettor on the golf course.
He would bet like on his plane, right? Like the Bulls plane.
Oh yeah, yeah. They play.
They bet
cards.
thousands and thousands of dollars on this plane, and everyone's just like, "Dude, this is annoying."
So he does have a big background. One famous story in 1993, Michael Jordan actually was playing a playoff game against the Knicks in New York, and it was game one. They lost game one. He was upset. He wanted to get away from New York, the media, the spotlight. So what'd he do? The degenerate that he is, well, I like Michael Jordan. I don't want to put him in a bad spotlight. But the degenerate that he is, he went to Atlantic City, our spot,
Yep.
30, 40 minutes out from us. He went to Atlantic City, played some cards, but he had game two the next day. So it was like no days off. So luckily, it's not during that time of social media like we were talking about. So
Yeah,
there
it's very
wasn't that much coverage on the Michael Jordan to Atlantic City, but it was still like, oh shit, like does he not care about basketball anymore, and does he really have a gambling addiction? Like, is this a problem for the NBA and his image? So it turns out, and a lot of people didn't like it because Jordan was such a like, hey, you better get some sleep because we're going to come back and win game two. But meanwhile, as here we go, contradicted himself, he went to Atlantic City and gambled.
Yeah, he was being a hypocrite.
Yeah, he was being a hypocrite.
That's
So he went back and he played the game and ended up winning game two. But it was a big story, but not as big as it would be in today's world. So for that, one of that reason is that his gambling kind of gave him a bad persona in the degenerate kind of like light. So they said that David Stern mutually agreed for Michael to lead the NBA instead of like suspending him and like having bad publicity. So the conspiracy is that the NBA was concerned about Jordan's gambling ties and the distraction it had on his persona. That the conspiracy is that they parted ways as a mutual agreement. But at the same time, people who want to like debunk the conspiracy is like, why would you suspend or have a mutual agreement to set ways for 2 years of the best player in the NBA?
Yeah.
So it's like, do you think the gambling would have really like? What do you feel about this, Paul?
It's the idea of like, would the gambling story really hurt the NBA as much as it would cost them to lose Michael Jordan
And like his brands, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like that idea where
it's like negative connotation.
It was like it was basically saying, okay, if it's this bad, the NBA would rather lose MJ than have the bad PR, and that the bad PR would affect the league more negatively than just him leaving, which doesn't really make any sense. I would, it would make more
That's
sense.
why I got a little lost.
Exactly, like
explain.
It's an okay. Like I've definitely heard about this conspiracy theory before, but it doesn't really make sense because I don't think. I don't know how it was back in the 90s, though. I mean, now if someone gambles, I don't think it's that big a deal. Like, everyone's doing their own
he was
thing.
gambling on, like, cards. He wasn't gambling on sport. He was playing, like, blackjack and slots.
Exactly.
But he was just out he drove to Atlantic City the night before an NBA playoff game, but he did end up winning game 2. But the one quote, which is kind of like why these conspiracist people think that, is that Jordan said 5 years down the line, so this is when he was announcing that he was going to go play baseball and part ways with the NBA for a little bit. Jordan said 5 years down the line, if that urge comes back, if the Bulls have me, if David Stern lets me back in the league, I may come back. So it's like that's where people are like, well, he kind of is like throwing this like subliminal message that Stern's got to let him back into the league.
As if he was already kicked out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like where the conspiracy is. But I obviously don't agree with it. I think he actually want to play baseball because that's what his dad loved, which is why I was a little all over the place on the explanation. But, you know, we got it all together. If you got a Bud Light, you can't mess up that much.
No, you got to love the Bud Light.
We're going to have to edit some of that shit. I was like, Becky.
Next conspiracy theory. This isn't really a conspiracy theory. It's just more of a story in general that kind of has a little bit of mystery behind it. And we're heading back to Disney and
the
Disneyland.
happiest place on earth.
Do you know the difference?
Liquor store.
Do you know the difference? So Disneyland and Disney World have different taglines. So one is the
snack that smiles back.
Gold.
That's not it.
Not goldfish. No, it's one is the happiest place on earth, and one is the most magical place on earth.
Which one's more magical? World, right? No.
The
land.
You're getting me confused. Disneyland is the happiest place on earth.
A lot of confusion on this.
And Disney World is the most magical place on earth. So
I don't believe
they have
it.
different taglines. If you didn't know that,
Don't believe it.
But we are heading to.
We're hitting.
I
I think we're hammered this show.
Dude,
to be honest,
it's
the lights.
It's the lights, man. We're getting ridiculous over here. But this is called the Lamp of Walt Disney. So the Lamp of Walt Disney is a lamp that is believed by some people to hold Walt Disney's spirit. The lamp is located in Disneyland's fire department and is forbidden to be toured by any of the public for an unexplained reason. So when Walt Disney built the park, Disneyland, basically he wanted his own apartment there so he could be there, work, as well as visit the guests, visit the cast members, and that kind of thing during the day when he wanted to, and felt more alive in the park. So he built this like apartment for himself. And there was a lamp that was right outside the window, right above the fire department. And basically when the lamp was lit, all the cast members and the guests knew that Walt Disney was in the park that day. And it was just kind of a cool thing for his entire life. Like when he was there, the lamp would always be lit. And after his passing, the lamp was turned off, like forever, supposedly. So,
Whoa.
According to the legend, when Walt created an apartment in Disneyland, he placed furniture and a small kitchen with a lamp. The lamp, as I said, was used for a signal for Disneyland cast members, and every time he went to work, the lamp would turn on. When he went home, he would turn it off. When Walt died, the cast members finally turned it off. But the next morning, the cast members went to work to find the lamp on. So who the hell turned the lamp on?
Walt did.
Maybe, in his ghostly form. The lamp was turned on.
Ghostly form.
Yeah, the lamp was turned on mysteriously. The lamp was then never turned off.
It was Donald Duck.
No, it was no. If anyone, it was Mickey because that's his man.
Okay.
But the lamp was never turned off and it never went out. The lamp now holds Walt Disney's spirit and is a cherished part of the Disney family. So it's a cool little thing. I've heard different stories about it. That like the coworker they saw the lamp. So Walt Disney passed, and they were looking up, cleaning up, like sweeping when the park was closed, and they saw that the lamp was on. So they went up and turned the lamp off. Then they came out back on Main Street, looked up to the apartment, and the lamp was back on. And they're like, "What's going on?" They went to turn the lamp off again, went back down to Main Street, and the lamp was on. And like that was the story, and basically saying that Walt was always going to be there in the parks no matter what, even after his passing. And now the lamp just stays on.
I don't mess with that stuff. So that's why I'm never gonna work at Disney World.
It's like a ghostly thing, but it's a cool story.
So is it actually like his spirit?
That's the idea.
Did they like go to like his like tomb and like scoop up his spirit?
No, that's not how it works.
But then how do you get his spirit?
No, the spirit is
spirit is just there.
The spirit can be anywhere. It's
the magical place on earth.
Yeah, there it is. Happiest place on earth, Disneyland. It's just a cool little fact, little story.
But that's the thing with those stories is that no one really ever believes it. I think.
I don't know.
No, like say if like you were there and you were like those stories. You know what's interesting about
What?
that?
What?
Is like these stories are only with one person. You ever think about that?
No,
Like these ghost stories. You ever hear like ghost stories with multiple people?
Yeah,
like
but
multiple people.
That's
see
the
things?
whole thing because there's no one to prove it. That's why they're ghost stories.
Do you believe in ghosts?
I do. I believe in ghosts, supernatural. Do you not believe in ghosts?
No, I do. I just don't mess with them. I don't mess with those kind of. I don't want to put myself in that environment. I don't want to put myself in that jail or that 1805 hospital.
No.
I'm not doing it. And I'm not even going to Walt apartment. Do people like live? So wait, he lived in the apartment. Do people actually like sleep there?
He didn't really live in the apartment. He just kind of worked there.
Well, that's like restaurants and bars. Guys
Yes.
have like a bed upstairs.
They have like an apartment upstairs that they like
So I'm
work
saying,
out of or whatever.
does someone sleep there now?
No, no one sleeps there now. It's more of just like a historical thing that's in Disneyland. That it was his apartment.
Would you sleep there for a night
I mean, yeah, if you let me do
by
it.
yourself?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, you're tripping.
I'd meet Walt. We'd have a good conversation.
That's tripping. Disney World closes, right?
What do you mean?
Like, is there ever like a time where like no one's there? Like 11:30 or 12?
Not really, no, because the way Disneyland and Disney World both work, they're 365. They, they're open all year, and the thing is, when they close at like 12 o'clock, they usually give about an hour for the guests to completely leave, and then they bring in the night crew where they clean the park, reset the park for the morning.
They probably got some crazy stories.
Yeah,
on
like
Night Crew.
redo the merchandising stores. They bring in like pallets. They
Clean up the people that died the night before.
They do everything, and then
No one died in Disney World.
you have from like 1 a.m. or 2 a.m. to about 6 o'clock in the morning to do all that stuff, and then you get ready for the park to open by 8 a.m. So it's constant rotation of 365. I
feel like some serious shit would go down if you were just in Disney World from like 3 a.m. to 4 a.m. by yourself. Something that is gonna go down.
Yeah, if I walked Magic Kingdom at night, like you're gonna hear something. You're gonna hear animals. You might a door shuts. I mean, dude, you want to walk by It's a Small World?
No,
I don't want to walk by.
That. No shot.
Well, that's the thing too with It's a Small World. Like, imagine how there's been like what's it called? Like crazy stories about like what do those animatronics ever get shut off? Like, they're singing the same song all year round. Do they get shut off? Like, what happens when you go there at night?
Do they come to life like Night at the Museum?
Do they? That would be terrifying.
That would be very terrifying. All right, last conspiracy theory. Hopefully, I do a better job explaining this one.
Yeah, me too.
So this is the Britney Spears and the George Bush operation. So the theory is that Britney was on the White House payroll. Like, the White House was paying her to be a part of that, like, jurisdiction. Every time the Bush administration screwed up or there was, like, a monumental government plan or government event that was in, like, a negative light, they distracted the media with the Britney Spears event, which is pretty wild.
Britney, baby. She was popular. I mean, if that's one person, a celebrity to bring people to, people were interested in knowing more about Britney.
So we have a couple examples. The first one is on November 6, 2007. Britney Spears and Kevin Federline announced their split the day before a key midterm election.
Okay.
So what's a midterm election?
It's
like a halfway point.
Yeah,
halfway point of the election.
Yeah.
It's in the fucking word.
Yeah, there you go.
Go on, Becky. All right, so there we go. Do you want to shed some light? I don't know why they would do that, but that's one example. Another example. So Britney Spears shaved her head in 2007 as well, around the same time Bush announced he was sending more troops to Iraq.
Okay.
So obviously that's not something that the country wants to hear, is that we're sending more soldiers to possibly die and risk their lives and put their lives on the line. So you know what, Britney? Boop, 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 boop. We need you to shave your head.
We need you to cause a distraction. What can you do that the public eye would be very interested in?
I can shave my head. That'll work. Thank you. Please
go.
have it done by 4 p.m. Facebook. Is Facebook? Oh yeah, Facebook was on. And then the last one is that she was heard saying in an interview that she trusted George Bush, and that the U.S. citizens should be faithful to her, faithful to George Bush. So it's like she's almost like campaigning. So that's like campaigning for George Bush. That's like something would do if they're on the payroll.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you're getting paid,
Either that or shave their head.
If you're getting paid by the president of the United States, you better give him some good PR and say that you like him. So.
Oh wait, there was one more. So she also got married in Vegas in 2004 with Jason Alexander, just a week before the United States versus Libby case, which I had no idea what the U.S. versus Libby case was, but it's a trial about Libby making false statement in false statements to federal investigators. So I feel like that's a good time to either Britney get married or shave her head.
Yeah, I mean, it's a cool theory. It makes sense. I mean, there's a lot of stuff that if you know anything about George Bush, there's a lot of really cool things about his presidency where he was, he wasn't really the man in charge, or maybe there's a lot of conspiracy theories like 9/11 and different things about him. So, I mean, this falls in line with the idea of George Bush being a sketchy president.
I also think that there's many examples of this that happen. Like, there's got to be other examples where the government's having a problem. Let's deflect the
agreed, yeah,
the attention away from the government problem, and let's make this a headline news today. That's definitely a thing.
Oh no, absolutely. I mean, I totally agree with that. So if you pick a pop star that's very popular at the time during his administration,
Michael Jackson.
Yeah, Michael Jackson's another one. Probably could have been
because he's not dead.
No.
So like maybe there was a big government problem going on. Oh, Michael Jackson's dead today.
Yeah, check out one of our old episodes.
Can't get a hold of Britney today.
We did
She can't shave her head.
We did a whole conspiracy theory about how Michael Jackson is still alive. So definitely check that out.
All right, now this one's the conspiracy theory I want to get to.
Jesus Christ.
This is the one that I enjoy. It's the
Okay.
Britney Spears Take-Two conspiracy. So if it even is a conspiracy anymore, I don't know. It's more updated now because there was a bunch of like trials, but it's the whole like thought of free Britney and how her father is practically controlling her whole entire life. Not only her father, but I think like her team. So, there. Look at that.
What?
All right, so this is where the conspiracy gets together. So Britney has been back in the spotlight. I feel like she came back like out of nowhere.
Yeah, last year she kind of came back on TikTok and she was just kind of
like weird shit.
yes.
Like she was. Sorry,
no, but that's the
not
thing.
to be an asshole.
No, but that's the thing. Like that's what got her back into the spotlight was she was acting strange. People were realizing, and then this whole story comes to light.
Yeah, so they were like, okay, Britney Spears is back, but she's doing some weird shit. So, so there is a Britney Spears Instagram post, and on that post, one of her fans says like, hey, if you're in trouble, Britney, wear yellow in your next Instagram video. So then, I don't know when it was, a couple days later, the next video Britney Spears posts, she's wearing a yellow shirt.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh shit, she listened to the fan comments. She's in trouble. She needs help. She wore yellow. But then what's funny is that underneath that Instagram post was that someone said like, hey, can you show us a sign like where you are? Like in your next post, give us some kind of sign to come help you on where we can go and help you. So the next post, Britney Spears is dancing, right? Just a nice little video, dance on Instagram, but the song she's dancing to is Malibu. So she's implying that she needs help by wearing the yellow shirt. She's implying that she's in Malibu and that she would like to be saved by whatever is going on in her life. And then the last one, which is kind of weird, some others had different takes on this, but there's a video of her dancing with a hat, like this big hat. It's a weird dance because she's obviously making the hat the vocal point of the video. And you could see that she's clearly pointing to a like black marker spot on her hat. So first of all, if Britney had a hat, I don't think she'd have a black marker spot on it. Like, why was her, out of all the places her index finger could have been, why was it pointed directly at the black marker? And people zoom in, and where I saw is that someone watched the video 30 times, but they can't make out what it says. But fans are saying that it says help, which is a little creepy.
Yeah, I mean, I remember this a lot when it was public and first coming out, and the idea that
Is this recent?
yeah, this was maybe like probably a year ago. At this point, it's kind of gotten a lot bigger, and kind of came out, and I mean, a lot of celebrities came out like to her defense and were saying "Free Britney," and it started from those videos, and I believe it. I don't think it was Instagram because I believe it was TikTok where she kind of went on and she would start doing this stuff, and it even became a trend where she was acting kind of weird and like dancing weird. Where Howie Mandel would like made a video and was like, "Yeah, I'm okay. Like, don't worry about me," and like basically didn't mock her, but basically like imitated what Britney was doing.
And like Snooki was like posting like "Free Britney."
Yeah, a lot of celebrities came out and realized kind of what was going on. They did some research of their own. And
there was a celebrity that this female celebrity, I can't think of her name, but she posted an Instagram post for one of her friends, Britney, who died, or like it was like her anniversary of her death or something like that. And she posted like, "Hey, Britney, like she was free. I guess she had like drug problems or something." But she's like, "This Britney wasn't able to be helped in time, but there's another Britney that I know that can still be helped." like inner captions for their Instagram posts. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is something that's definitely real and happening. So if you're
It's
interested
crazy,
more,
dude.
yeah, like more about it, definitely check it out. Google it. Look up Free Britney. But I think there was a whole trial that she was now getting separated from her father and from those like higher ups that were kind of controlling her life.
That's so scary. Like, could you imagine the shit that they're probably doing? Like, you know how like things you have to be doing to be able to control someone that much?
But here's the thing: like, if she's a popular, public figure, if she has a lot of money, like, there's reasons for people to try to control her and try to like, take her, any money that she can have or like her popularity for their own like harsh reasons.
All right, so we're gonna go save Britney.
Yeah.
And then Britney's gonna be our guest on our show.
I would love Britney Spears. If you're listening, we're trying to help you out. Free Britney. Check it out.
It's Britney, bitch.
And hopefully she gets a lot better and she's free in the future.
Free Britney. Free Britney.
Something else.
I'm a big Britney Spears fan, actually.
I'm surprised.
Circus, that's a good song.
Yeah, that I'm surprised you didn't know about this before.
I knew about it, but I didn't know like how like serious it was. Like I knew there was a court hearing. I think it was like recent. Like
The court,
couple weeks.
yeah, the court stuff was recent.
I like didn't really like. I knew she fell off and was like not in the spotlight anymore, but I never knew like why or like. But it's a crazy story. What were you saying?
So something I wanted to talk about real quick was with Disney. There's a bunch of Disney facts and something we might be doing on next week's show, talking about just random Disney facts, things you might not know. But I want to talk about this because I think it's so funny. So a Disney fact is that it is strictly prohibited for Disney workers to date each other. They have a policy, and it's known as DDD. Don't date Disney. So this is just like a funny thing, and this reminds me of what people talk about with the Disney College Program. So the Disney College Program, if you don't know about it, is college students having instead of a semester abroad,
they have sex with one another.
There you go.
And it's a big orgy.
Yeah.
And then once they graduate from that internship, they no longer can have sexual intimacy with other employees.
It's not
close.
It's close. It's not right.
I must
there.
have read something else.
But when you're a Disney college employee, like instead of studying abroad, you go to Disney and you work for Disney for a semester. You get college credits, and you just kind of work for the park and the company. And something that I know different people. What are you laughing at?
I'm just picturing like Mickey Mouse is railing Mickey Mouse on the top of the castle.
There you go.
And Donald Duck.
So with the
I'll let you go. I'm in timeout.
With the cast members, it's known that a lot of the cast members, because you're a college student and now you're away and you have all these college people all from across the country, that there's a lot of relationships going on and there's a lot of crazy things. And I've heard that the performing people are like the worst, like the guys who are Mickey and Minnie and Goofy and the princesses and stuff. And there's some pictures we saw too where it was like Jack Sparrow making out with Ariel. So
do you think they're like friends?
Yeah.
Is it like a Disney fraternity?
I think it is.
Okay, do they have like a fraternity house?
It's like a thing where
that'd be so fun. Dude, there's gotta be like a conspiracy on that. It's like all the Disney like characters or casts go to like a house where they party.
Yeah, I mean they're college kids. They work for Disney and they're great, but at the end of the day, they're still horny just like everyone else.
I need to plug this in now. Now I was gonna bring this up, but it's the Cowboys had the White House.
Okay.
It was basically so the Dallas Cowboys when Michael Irvin was there. I forget who was there, but they literally bought a party house, fraternity house, right around the corner from their practice facility, and they would bring like strippers, prostitutes in. I think the quoted like blondes would come in, they would have sex with, and they were all like married guys, and they would do like blow at this house. It's like one of the biggest. Like, there's so much to it. Maybe like down the road we'll do like a whole thing about it. But Michael Irvin was like the main like ringleader in this like fraternity house, bringing in all these models, having sex with them, doing cocaine. They're like in the middle of their season, but no one really cared because they were winning championships.
Yeah, exactly.
So maybe like Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck are like going home and doing like blow at their White House.
You don't know, man. At the White House, you know what I mean?
Well, I think that's why the nickname. I think that's what it really was. Like the nickname was because it's like they do a lot of cocaine.
Well, they were calling it the White House.
Yeah.
Yeah. People,
Dude, wow. You go check out that story. If you haven't seen it, go read into it or like see a YouTube video, the Dallas Cowboy White House. And then you could check out the Disney sex house.
Final thing we got here. What do we got?
I was looking, and next to our block 3, it just says crazy shit.
Crazy shit, baby. College facts, crazy things.
No, I think that was the Britney thing. That was like crazy shit.
Yeah.
So we have 5 college facts. I mean, really random. I mean, I don't even know if it fits our show today, but the first one is that 14 of 25 of the largest sports stadiums in the world belong to the college football stadiums, which is really insane. And I've been saying this for years. I found it very hard to believe that the Sixers are playing in a 28,000. I don't know what the Wells Fargo Center is.
22,000, yeah.
22,000 capacity fans. Meanwhile, these kids from Penn State who aren't getting paid shit are playing in front of 110,000 screaming fans.
Yeah.
And they're getting paid nothing. Meanwhile, Ben Simmons is throwing up bricks at the foul line, getting paid millions in front of 22,000. So it's like, isn't that crazy how this, like, you're being a mascot.
Yeah.
It's like you can almost correlate it better, but it's like, 100,000 people is a lot of fucking people. Penn State's crazy.
So a lot of things with the college stadiums in general is they can fit a lot more people because a lot of the stadiums have bench style seating where it's like a high school what am I thinking of? Like
Bleacher?
like a bleacher stadium seating, like a bleacher seating. So they have numbers on the bleacher seats, and you're only getting a bleacher seat, so it's not like an actual seat. So you can pack more people in. College campuses, have a lot of people in that area. You have alumni, you have students, you have friends and family.
Towns,
you have the towns in the surrounding area, and then something where I went to Virginia Tech my freshman year of college, and it was a 65,000 seat stadium.
That's only 65?
Yeah, but look, if you look at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it only seats 60,000 people. So you have
crazy.
Football stadium in Virginia that has 65,000 attendance. It can have a 65,000 people in the stadium, where that is the largest stadium in the state of Virginia because Virginia technically has no sports teams. A lot of their fans like college football. Like, they associate more with college football than professional sports football with, maybe they're a Washington football fan, or maybe like
Feel bad for them.
Yeah, like exactly, right? Like, they might go all over the place. But same thing, like Alabama, or like those states that don't have major sports
Miami.
teams. Yeah.
Well, they have the Dolphins, but no one really likes the Dolphins.
But there's all these different college areas that have a lot of fans and that maybe don't have a professional sports team or a football team, so that their stadiums are very large and just are large stadiums across the country.
There's truly no atmospheres like college football.
I agree.
100,000 college kids drinking all day, screaming. There's nothing like it.
No.
So maybe we do want to do that. I know I said it's like 5 times.
Yeah.
But we got to do like a show at like a college game day and tailgate with a bunch of people, get like a tent. We'll do like a show or something like that, play games and stuff.
That'd be fun. Next one we have here is the University of Michigan at Ann Arbor has a squirrel club with over 400 members to feed peanuts to squirrels.
If you know me personally, I don't fuck with squirrels. They're my most hated animal is a squirrel.
Did I ever tell you that I want a pet squirrel?
Well, if you get that, the show's canceled. So
I want a pet. Well, how cool would it be if you're just sitting there watching TV or watching a movie? You have your popcorn, your little squirrel's on your shoulder, just your little buddy hanging out with you.
They especially, I went to school in South Carolina. They give no fucks. They will literally come right up
squirrels?
to squirrels. They're the worst. I've been hissed at a squirrel one time. I see where this is going. I'm like, as this episode goes on, I just see where that top comment for getting 50 likes is going. It's like you're gonna have to either do blow or pet a squirrel. And I'm not looking. We might have to refrain from doing that.
Make it adopt a squirrel, and because I've already want one, so let's make it happen.
Let's not do that. They're the most hated animal. I hate them. They're horrible. I get excited when I see a dead one. Okay, on the road.
Wait, so here's what's it called? This is about like weird clubs and stuff. So I'm curious to see if any other colleges have like weird clubs. I know a lot of colleges have Quidditch clubs.
I was gonna say that is some weird.
Or
shit.
like Quidditch
That's not
teams.
weird if you're into it. But.
Yeah, but if you're a fan of Harry Potter has the sport of Quidditch. And the idea is that you're supposed to be flying on a broomstick. I've seen games of the Quidditch and this club or even teams. I'm pretty sure you can have like an official team and there's a league.
Oh yeah, there's
like leagues and you have a broom between your legs and you run around and you play the official rules of Quidditch, but you're just not flying. You're like running.
The Nelk Boys do a video where they go to like a Quidditch practice and they fuck around with them. It's pretty funny. Yeah, there are some weird clubs, and Quidditch is definitely one of them. Definitely a squirrel. Do not mess with those. So the next one, this one's pretty insane. So It's just the only Carleton College. So Carleton College plays an annual softball game that tacks on an extra inning for each year the school has been in existence. So the school was founded in 1866. So that year they played a 148 inning softball game.
Yeah.
That's a long ass game. I don't even know if they'd get done if they started at 7 in the morning.
No.
Do you think they get that done in like?
It's probably like
14 hours?
It's probably like a weekend event. It's probably like they tailgate the whole event. There's a lot of people.
Like a marathon.
I bet you there's like different the teams probably got to have like 50 people on it, and then you do maybe like you get 10 innings and then you switch or something.
The softball player is a girl can pitch off 148 innings. Her arm will get tired.
It'll get tired.
Maybe we'll get invited to play in the game this year.
Get a little more than
because I highly doubt Carleton College gets many shout outs on podcasts.
Yeah, Carleton, let us know.
We'll come play the game. We'll come play a little Carleton College softball. As long as there's no squirrels there, I'm there.
Okay.
Next one. This one is nuts.
Yeah, so Villanova University has a Vatican internship program for which students manage the Pope's social media accounts. And, oh yeah, His Holiness tweets.
I don't know if this is true.
I don't know. I don't think this is true.
Is he from Italy?
The Pope?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's from the Vatican, man.
He's from the Vatican, bro.
I
thought he was in Boston with the boys.
I don't think this is true. I think it would be cool.
I know it might be true. Villanova is, I think, one of the most like religious colleges in the country.
It might be, yeah. I don't know.
We don't give the people wrong information.
Exactly. So we don't know.
We know it is true.
What, the Pope's social media accounts?
Well, he definitely doesn't run it.
Yeah, well, he's too busy, talking.
And
to
I
God.
think Villanova is one of the most religious Catholic schools, so it would make sense how they'd have a prestige internship. Like, here's the Pope's. If they gave me that shit, not good news for the Pope.
No, you'd be.
I'd be like funneling. I don't know. I'd be posting some whack shit all night.
Yeah, I don't want to give the people false information. So if you're interested,
you just did. You just told them.
No, well, I said,
as long as you sound confident in what you say, the people will believe you.
Yeah, but we don't want to do that. That's not the goal here.
Why not?
We're just being a party. So this gives off the party energy, and if it happens, it'd be cool. And last one we got.
Why does you controlling the Pope's Twitter give off a party energy?
Because if you're tweeting like the Pope holds up. What? Holds up some stuff to the sky?
The Eucharist. But you swap it in with a Bud Light.
Yeah, we swap it in with a Bud Light or like a funnel or like a Four Loko girl. It's like, God give us more Four Loko girls. Or like, you could have a lot of fun with the Pope's social media.
We would get fired. That's safe to say we would be fired. So the last one is that oh my God, I'm not doing good today. Is that a Stanford student has won a medal at the Olympics every year since 1908.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I feel like I knew this one. Stanford, well, that's sort of like what Stanford's known for, is those kind of like leisure Olympic events, right? Like swimming, rowing.
How's that leisure?
I don't know. It just sounded good. So
archery. That's what he was saying. I don't think swimming.
They're more. Here where I'm going. So, I don't know.
They're individual and they're non-contact sports.
Well,
that's what you meant. Not leisure.
No, but they are sports that you would more so call leisure sports. Because, like, you go swimming. That's a leisure sport.
Not the way they do it at the Olympics.
Ping pong.
Not at the Olympics. That's not no leisure sport, dude. I don't know what you
don't think Michael Phelps go in the ocean and just does a little swim?
No, I don't. I think,
You're not. He only races sharks. The only time he goes in the water is to race a shark.
Simone Biles.
And win a gold medal.
That's like saying, you saying Simone Biles does a leisure sport. She's one of the most athletic people that have ever walked this earth.
It is.
And you're going to say it's a leisure sport.
What's the Bounce You? Bounce You. It's a place where people go for leisure. They go there to bounce on a trampoline and have a good time and fall on those balls.
Yeah, they are. Not Simone Biles. She's not doing the same thing.
I don't know. I messed up. Okay, Becky? Okay, they're not leisure sports. I messed up. I understand. I'm sorry if you got offended. People who play ping pong or people who swim and I'm sorry. Okay, don't hate me. So they're not leisure sports.
Have you seen that thing on TikTok where it's like watching an Olympic athlete mess up, and it's like, oh, Olympic athlete messes up a little. It's like, you're trash, dude.
You're trash.
It's like, okay, you clearly can't get to the Olympics.
Dude, that's what my grandmother, she watches the Phillies, and every time Bryce Harper's up, come on, hit a home run, hit a home run. He'll get a single. Come on, you want him to hit a home run every single time, Grandma?
Yeah, that's what we need the Phillies to do good. We want, with good baseball, we want good entertainment.
She's like, how much money is he getting? He can't hit a home run. I'm like, like, yes, he's getting paid a lot, and he's overpaid. I don't know if we said this fact on any of our shows, but Bryce Harper gets paid more per at bat than the average annual salary of a Philadelphian.
Yes, I remember that.
So he could go up to the plate, not swing at 3 straight pitches, strike out, walk back. He just made more than the average annual Philadelphia citizen.
That's crazy.
That's why G-Mom's upset when he's not hitting a home run every time.
Yeah, I mean, she has a right reason to.
Right.
But that is our show, man.
Good show. Very off the rails. Like, today was, like, not a good day to relax and listen to the show. Because mostly my fault.
Yeah, all over the place. We got some college facts for you. We got some conspiracy theories, as we always love to do. And started out the show with drinking, which is a great time at Life's a Party. So, hopefully you're following us on social medias. Please do us a favor and go follow those at Life's a Party Pod over on TikTok and Instagram. Hit that subscribe button if you're not already on YouTube, and give us a big thumbs up. Give us a big like, because whatever we're doing, if it gets past 50 likes, we're going to be doing the most liked comment.
I'm scared. That's
Ryan,
all I'm going to say.
Ryan just does not want anything to do with a squirrel.
Or cocaine. Like any combination of squirrel cocaine, I'm nervous for.
Okay. Yeah. But that's the show. We guys appreciate you listening as always.
Music, take us out.
Peace.
Later.